Well, I think, there's going to be give and take in that. I mean, bowl games have always been a significant part of the tradition of college football. It provides a lot of positive self-gratification for a lot of teams who have a successful season and a lot of programs in their fan base who can go to those bowl games. So I think the more you expand the playoffs, the more you're going to minimize the significance of bowl games, and I don't think those two things can coexist. And I do think we ought to have a significant number of games for successful teams to play and compete in at the end of the season. So I'm not answering the question one way or the other. I'm just giving you sort of some of the unintended consequences of expanding the playoffs rather than just saying more is more. You're going to take something away from something else when you add something to the playoffs.
Coach, my outlook on this might be a little bit different because I'm all for college football. When I say college football, I mean all 123, however many teams there are now. They seem to keep growing, and I'm including the Group 5 schools as well. But I was once on the side of it just being the 4 playoff teams, and now I think I've turned the corner where I want to see it expand because I want to see a team like UCF get a chance to play at the end of the season. I want to see a team like Houston have an opportunity to play in the playoff. And the way it's constructed right now, as it sits today, the Group 5 teams have no chance, in my opinion, of ever playing in the playoff.
Well, that may be true, but, they can move up and play better teams all season long. I mean, we all can do that. I think in fairness, if you look at it that way, and I know you played at the University of Houston for Jack Pardee, who I have a tremendous amount of respect for, who was my neighbor in Houston when I coached the Oilers. And I love to see those young men who have successful seasons have a chance to play, in bowl games or playoffs or whatever. But I also think that, in my opinion, the best teams have gotten in the playoffs the last 4 years. And maybe not the best teams, but the best team got in, and that team won the championship. That's my opinion. All right, so, I know there's other people that think just because you go undefeated, you ought to have the opportunity to play in the game. But I think we play some pretty stiff competition when we play 9 teams in the top 10 or the top 15. 2 years ago, I think we did. That's a little different than just playing games.
There's no denying that, Coach. Another rule that's been talked about at length is the new redshirt rule and how it helps with the development of players. I think it can actually help and improve some of the games that we'll see around bowl season.